What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Rochelle, and I'm back with another video. Thank you for tuning in, liking, sharing, and subscribing. In today's video, I want to share our plan to achieve financial independence and retire early. We have set out a goal to retire in 10 years, and if that's something you're interested in learning more about, then stay tuned. Now, first up, let's talk about the motivation. The motivation behind this content today is from channels like Mommy Trader, so feel free to check out her content. I just love how she breaks down her journey and shares what she plans to do so that her and her family can achieve their dream of financial independence and retire early. The other channel that I have drawn so much inspiration from is Road to Fire. Now, Road to Fire has such great content, all aspects of investing, achieving your money goals, and still being realistic. So that's why I love those channels. Feel free to check them out. Now let's dive into what it's like to even talk about FIRE. So if you are new to the whole FIRE movement, if it's something you have never heard about before, FIRE is an acronym that stands for Financial Independence and Retire Early. Just a quick disclaimer, I believe in multitasking. I don't follow the rules, and financial independence is something that you would work toward if you were already debt free. That means no consumer debt except for your home. But me personally, since our mortgage is going to be almost paid off, most likely by December 2021 or round about that time, I like to go ahead and set up goals, and I like to share my journey so that I can look back and see my progress. So that is our first reminder, is that we are not debt free, but we believe in multitasking. Let's talk about retirement, timeline, goals, all that type of thing. Now this will, depend on your own personal circumstances, but for us, we plan on retiring internationally. It's kind of hard to explain, and it's kind of hard to plan for because you just don't know what things will be like. But we already know that our in-laws live in Mexico. They've been retired in Mexico and living there for almost 10 years now, and they are definitely living out their dreams. Our first goal happened in 2019. In 2019, we chose to follow the money. That's right, we stepped out on faith and we accepted a job offer, which was a temporary assignment, or so we thought at the time, to move to Hawaii. And by moving to Hawaii, this really freed us up financially. One of the things that happened right away as soon as we moved to Hawaii is we accepted a 3-month job transfer. And by doing this, they offered a stipend, a rental car for my husband to get around, and our housing. So by doing that, we were able to completely change the game and become consumer debt free for the first time. We have since then taken on additional debt, but the first thing was that we were able to live for 2 years and not have to worry about bills. That meant no car insurance, no car payments, no housing or rental payments. And because our mortgage is so low, we actually had a tenant that moved in the same time that we moved to Hawaii. So it really offset a whole lot of things. So my recommendation, if you ever receive a job offer, is to really think about it, and I suggest following the money. Now, unfortunately, that did mean that I had to put my nursing career on hold. I could be a nurse here, but I just have no interest. It's not a good form of employment here. The money is just not good, especially if you compare it to how much it costs to actually just live in Hawaii. And so it's actually cheaper for me to avoid childcare costs and take this retired nurse or extended time off. So be brave, relocate if you have to. And I just can't reiterate enough how much money we have saved just by leaving the place where we were living, which was Baltimore, Maryland. The next thing that happened was in 2021. In 2021, we achieved goals our way. We still want to live our life now. We are not the type of people that wait until retirement to start living. So one of the things my husband and I truly enjoy, and our daughter, of course, too, is traveling. And the one thing that I really got tired of is waiting for 1 or 2 weeks out the year to enjoy a nice family vacation and then putting all of that on hold and going back to regular life. By taking this opportunity and having the chance to move away to Hawaii, which is like the ultimate vacation. I mean, this is like bucket list stuff. I see people all the time who are like, I worked my whole life to be able to afford to come here for 1 week or 10 days. And I'm always blown away by that. And it keeps me humble and keeps me excited about our journey, because it means that we're accomplishing some non-money wins. 2021 was the year where we officially felt like we reversed our travel work lifestyle, and that was a definite hack. It happened in 2019, but 2021 was the year we committed to live in Hawaii. We signed on permanently this year. Actually, all the final paperwork hasn't even been done, but it's definitely in the pipeline. We don't plan on returning to Baltimore, Maryland to live and work permanently. Next up is our next goal, right? 2022, we plan on being mortgage free. Remember, we're all on different financial journeys. I say, if you want to be mortgage free, if that's just something you want to achieve personally, then do it. If you financially don't feel like it's something that you need to achieve right away, do you? I can tell you the money that we've been able to save by having a tenant, it has helped us pay off our mortgage even quicker. After that, 2023, we would love to be completely debt free. If you've watched my latest videos, you know that we had just purchased a Tesla. Our goal is to be debt free and pay off our Tesla in the next 2 to 3 years. And if we're aggressive, it will happen in 2023. At the same time, because your girl is a multitasker, I would love to build and maintain our savings to at least $10,000. In reality, I think that we could save $20,000 or $30,000. That is separate from our emergency fund. Now in 2025, we would love to say that we are living off of our passive side hustle, anything you want to call it, and to save my husband's entire full-time check and completely bank it. That would be just so clutch if we could not touch his income. 20, 30, and beyond. In those years, we would love to have the freedom to live internationally, starting in Mexico. Now let's talk about the actual FIRE goal. The number that we feel comfortable achieving retirement is $1,125,000. Now, if you plug this information into any retirement calculator online, we can't retire until the age 74, y'all, which is absolutely crazy. Like, I would love to be able to retire in our 50s. And I say we because we are a movement, my husband and I. We are in sync with each other's goals. So I sacrificed my career and paused it so that we could make more money living in Hawaii. Currently, my husband is 39 years old. We'll use his stats because he is 2 years older than me. Our after-tax annual income is $120,000. Again, this changes, it fluctuates, it's never the same. Next up are our yearly expenses. This is our cost of living, $84,000. We currently spend about 70% of our income to live. And what that also includes is paying off debt. So if we did not have any debt, we could definitely live off of less, but this is our current situation. Current investments total $138,826.36. Our yearly contributions to our investment portfolio is pretty low, only $6,000 currently. Our average rate of return is about 8%. Now let's talk about our current savings account balance. Our current savings account balance changes and fluctuates so much, but on average, it's the same amount, $6,000. We want to beef this up to at least $10,000. Also, our percent of income to our retirement savings is right now only about 1%. We also want to grow that once we are finished paying off debt. Our savings rate on return is about 2%. Our estimated retirement expenses are going to be about $45,000 per year. Our goal is to retire by the age of 50, so that would be in about 10 years. Hope this video serves as an inspiration to those who may never have calculated their FIRE number. Let this be your inspiration to get started today. Even if you don't have all the information, you can still get started with this journey. And also, just to mention the type of fire that we are trying to achieve, we're trying to achieve a lean fire experience. And so what that means is that our expenses every year are going to be pretty low. And once again, that'll come from living internationally and living in a country where expenses are just a lot cheaper. So we hope to achieve that. If we end up staying stateside, like mainland or even here in Hawaii, that number will definitely go up. That's our fire, that's our calculator, that's our goal. And we can't wait to see how these goals change over time and see how quickly we will get to this number of 1,125,000. Well, that's all for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace, love, and budgets.